Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an all-new Eagles Nest, the show where I, your host, Blake Eidson, gives you the games and scores from sports around the area. Today, I'm joined by Hendrix Trott.
And in this episode, we're going to be going over the past games and scores. Let's jump into it.
In Week 6, Nixa played Carl Junction, beating them in a shutout game 47-0, continuing Nixa's winning streak, making them 6-0.
With a dominating offense and a stifling defense, Carl Junction just couldn't get any score on the board.
And for the offensive MVP, we chose Nate Uber, who went 8 for 12, passing for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns, with his longest pass being a 75-yard deep shot down the field.
For defensive MVP, we have selected McCoy Sullivan getting an interception and taking it to the house for a pick six.
With another great game from Lebanon this week, they played Glendale and beating them by a score of 44-21.
Now moves to a 6-0 record, making an undefeated season very likely.
For offensive MVP, we chose Gavin Smith, who had 22 carries for 191 yards and 5 touchdowns.
For defensive MVP, we've selected Gunnar Williams with a total of 5 tackles. 3 of them are solo and 2 of them are assisted.
This week, our crosstown rival Ozark played Carthage, with Carthage winning 34-20.
With Ozark's loss in Week 6, making them 1-5, our rivalry game in Week 9 is starting to look very promising.
With our first offensive MVP, we have Brady Carlton, who went 3 for 4, passing for 88 yards and 1 touchdown, while also rushing 16 times for 79 yards and 2 touchdowns.
For our second offensive MVP, we have selected Jackson Hettinger with 3 carries and a total of 31 yards.
With our last game, we have Republic versus Joplin, with Republic winning that game 38-15.
This game was a real battle with many great players. Here are our choices for MVPs.
And for offensive MVP, we chose Wyatt Wood, who had 24 carries, 207 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
For defensive MVP, we have selected Bradley Lewis with 2 interceptions in 1 game. On September 28th, Nixa softball beat Joplin 11-1, making them 2-2.
On October 3rd, Nixa girls volleyball played Republic, winning their set 3-1, making their overall record 22-3, and their district record 4-1. At the time this episode was recorded, Nixa has yet to play Ozark. Last week on October 20th, Nixa played Ozark in Week 9, with Nixa winning 51-7, making Nixa COC champions and finishing off their undefeated season. For Eagles Nest, this has been your host, Blake Eidson
And Hendrix Trott.
Stay safe.
And you matter.